Hi, this is Mel Tarot. I'm going to do a quick walk through, quick flick through the Trick or Treat Tarot by Barbara Moore. With it being the Queen's funeral today and the funeral's just happened, I thought I'd pull an angel card just to see what message came through in respect for the Queen. And we've got Raphael, and it says, "Watch for me in rainbows as I heal you." And I thought that was quite fitting, actually, because when she passed away, when it was announced that she'd passed away, rainbows appeared over the castles throughout the United Kingdom, and I think there was a double one at Buckingham Palace, if memory serves. So it might have been Balmoral or Buckingham Palace, but there was a double rainbow that appeared as well. So I thought that was quite fitting. I thought it was quite sweet, actually. So that out of the way. We have the Trick or Treat Tarot by Barbara Moore. It comes in a sturdy kind of clam shaped box. We get a really thick, as with Barbara Moore's decks, we do get like quite a good guidebook, full colour. We get an idea of like kind of spreads and stuff, how to work with the cards, So we get a full page image of the cards as well, so you can look at those. But you get the introductory. God, if I can keep hold of it, it's sliding material. You get an introductory, and then you get like the basics. So this is going to be talking about how getting used to the cards, going through how you get used to working with the cards, questions that you can ask, how to do a reading, and then it's straight into the majors then. Barbara Moore always gives fantastic guidebooks, so like fantastic meanings, and it's not always like kind of one meaning for each deck that she does. It's usually tailored to the deck, so you get like a little message about like kind of really what the card images that you're looking at, as well as like a basic meaning. So that's the book. So the cards come with a string for the box, and in the bottom of the box there we have this image. Now, I kind of like the let me pull that out a bit. I kind of like the backing, but then I don't at the same time. I'm having a love-hate relationship with it. I kind of like it because it's fun. However, going through the cards and having actually a look at the cards, you could use this. This feels like a deck that wouldn't be just like solely towards like Halloween time or anything like that. It looks like a deck that you could probably pull out at any time. So I don't know whether it's just my brain thinking this is kind of Halloween aesthetic on the back. I don't know. I'm having a love it. So I do like it. But then there's something about it that kind of gripes me as well. I'm not sure what it is. So this is the backs of the cards. They're a decent size, white edging, nothing fancy on the edging. They're actually quite flexible. They don't bend back as well though, but they would, you know, the kind of cards where once you're shuffling them in, they'll kind of hold a shape. I think that's what's going to end up happening with these. So let's get a look at the front of them. Okay, so we've got our Fool, our little ghost and his black cap. We have the Magician. Might as well keep him that way so you can have a look. You've got all the elements that you'd want. You also get like the trickstery kind of performer kind of entertainment side of it as well with this image, I feel. But you do still get the play on the standard meaning. But the High Priestess there is the reader. She's there with a crystal ball. She's got a pomegranate there. She's pulling a tarot card. She's looking right at you as well in this card, which I actually really like. She's making eye contact with you. You've still got the veils. You've still got like the stars and the moon in the background there. You've still got, you know, the hints to the pillars and stuff like that. So you've got these things that you would be looking for, or things that you would be looking out for in regards to this. She does have a crescent moon on her necklace. I like the fact that she's wearing red glasses in this, and I don't know whether this was intentional. I've not really read through the guidebook that much. I don't know whether it's intentional, but red is like authority, red is knowing, and the fact that the red is surrounding her eyes, it's like she's all seeing, all knowing. To me, that's what I got from it anyway. That's what I got from it. Oops. We have the Empress out trick-or-treating, or giving out a treats to the trick-or-treaters. She's got the baby in the pouch there, showing like the femininity, the motherhood, the nurturing side of her, and the costume as well is like a kangaroo and the Joey, which I think is really cute. And 1926 there, it's obviously like the house number 1926 it's being portrayed as, so I don't know whether there's something in those numbers as well. There's lots to look at really. So we've got the Emperor, kind of headless. It's almost like he's holding the pumpkin up as if that's his head, so it's quite a fun take on that costume. And I like as well that you've got the kids in the background here. So you've got them here that in with the Empress, and you've got them here with the Emperor, but they look a bit anxious, maybe. Not anxious, like kind of like it's an elder, like it's something that they have concerns about. So although the Emperor is a nurturer in his own right, it's almost like he might be the stern one. He's the authority figure. He's the bad cop, if you will. So it's almost like they're a bit wary of him. But then he's got his dog companion there, which gives you thoughts to loyalty and stuff like that. Not going to talk about them all, bloody hell. I keep doing this. This is why I don't do walkthroughs anymore, because I sit chatting about the cards the whole time. So we've got our Hierophant and Ghost Stories. The Lovers. Very Addams Family values. We have the Chariot. I don't know what this is. Is this Dr. Seuss? Is it Dr. Seuss? The Strength, Beauty and Beast vibes. There's quite a few film references throughout this I've noticed as well. The Hermit, shining his light, throwing down candy to people. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which gives off what is it? The Matrix vibes. Like, what pill are you going to take? Almost like the choice is yours. What happens in your future is, it's like fate is down to you. Your fate is your own. You make the choices that dictate where your fate goes. Justice. Like a bit of Monopoly. The Hanged Man. Death. And I like that Death is offering the rose to the little girl in this card. I like that she's not feared either. I like that even though he's dressed up as a scary costume, she's not afraid. And the sun's coming up in the background. We have Temperance, our barmaid. Also got readings that's down here as well. So it's someone that's going to kind of mix the elements, do a bit of everything. We've got the Devil. Classic sexy devil costume. Temptress. We've got the Tower. Frankenstein. We have the Star. I don't know why. I've not even looked into the book to this, as I say. I had a good sit and read through it. I feel like this might be out of a film as well, but I can't place it in my head at the moment. There might be a film or a cartoon type film where something like this is a part of, because there's a lot of references to films. I mean, obviously a few of the cards aren't references to films or specifically well-known Halloween-y type things, but there's a few where I can't place them and I'm like, it's got to be, so I feel like there's something that must be. We have the Moon. We've got the two dogs, black and white dogs. Although if you look closely, both dogs have got, the white dog's got black spots, the black dog's got white spots and a white tip on his tail. The dogs have got crescent moons on their collars. We have the Sun. Judgment. The World. And I like the fact that the World actually kind of circles in her back. You know, she's out there, she or he's out there, they're out there going trick-or-treating. They've not got much to them to start with. They've got an empty bucket. And the actual face on the little pumpkin bucket is like sullen and sad on this one. But on this one, the smiley face pumpkin, and they're obviously in a better mood, giving out the peace sign. And if you look there as well, like all the lights are off in this house. It's like they've gone from like kind of not having much luck when they're out and about to finding people that are in and getting the stuff you can't. Let me make sure. Right, we're going to be sliding. I'm going to move these ones because we're sliding now. So the Ace of... Oh, God, stay still. Ace of Wands. Pretty standard. You've got the fire element there on the bracelet. Two of Wands. Two Minds. Three of Wands. It's a bit gory, this one. He's got his eyeball hanging out. Four of Wands. It's really cute, this one, actually. The babies in this are cute. Little bumblebee. Little bumblebee and a teddy bear. Five of Wands. It's obviously a pinata, the spider. They're all fighting over, trying to see who's going to get the candy out. And it looks like as well, like if you see, they're all kind of tangled up in the spider's webs. So they've got things that are kind of going against them or working against them throughout this as well. Six of Wands. I love that you can see his boots there at the bottom there and then the horse legs dangling down. Then we've got Seven of Wands with Whack-A-Mama, or Whack-A-Mummy. Eight of Wands, all the bats with wands. Nine of Wands, protecting the stash. The Ten of Wands. And it's kind of left to kind of carry everything. Although if you look at this, it's like the kids in the background, so it's almost like, you know, the labour of love type type demonstration that you get from this card. It's like a labour of love. All these ones, things that you've loved, and you're doing it for the people that you've loved. Although it can get heavy and it can get too much, you're still doing it for the people that you love, or you're still doing it because you enjoyed or loved it. What the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, King of Wands. She's even given painted nails on this. Got the Ace of Cups. And got the back with the pumpkin, like putting the pumpkin into the cup, whereas usually you see like the dove. You still get the idea of it kind of spilling over, abundant. Two of Cups. This, I can't unsee it now. I've seen it, and I don't know whether he's in something or in a pantomime or something like that. There's a comedian over here called, oh, what's his name? Whitehall. Somebody White. Jack Whitehall, is it? Is it Jack Whitehall? Something like that. And this looks like him, and I don't know whether he's been in pantomimes or something like that. I'm confused that from it. I'll have to look into it, but yeah, or even Romeo and Juliet, because it's got Romeo and Juliet. I don't know if he's been in something, but they're there drinking the poison, having a meet up by the tree, scratch the name into the tree. Got all the, I think it really well done, this deck actually, but I can't unsee him in this image. I don't know why. Got the Three of Cups, a bit of hocus pocus action going on. I apologise if you can hear snorting and sniffling and snoring behind me. I've got 4 pugs and they tend to make and breathe a lot of noise. The Four of Cups. So we've got this dragony boy again, aren't we, in this Four of Cups, and he's not looking too impressed. Might have had too much chocolate and made himself sick. Death by chocolate on there. So yeah, maybe he's ate too much and made himself feel sick, so he's not really that interesting anymore. The Five of Cups. Well, then I'll say about this card, this one catches me every time, like when I've been like just flipping through and just having a nose at him. This one catches me because it's like, she's almost like got a whoops-a-daisy kind of look on her face, and don't know, I think it gives me the wrong impression of the card, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I know what I mean. It kind of takes the kind of serious edge off it, and although yeah, you might want to take the serious edge off it for, you know, to make it a approachable deck, I don't know, it just makes it like a, oh, you silly sausage. I don't know, that's just stupid shit I get in my head. And I look at it, almost like, oh, we don't, you know, oh, what have we done now? I don't know. Oh. We've got the Six of Cups. Looks a bit like Pennywise. Is it Pennywise or is it the Joker? Oh, it's the Joker, isn't it? Yeah, it's the Joker. It would have been good if it was Pennywise, wouldn't it? Like, oh, here's have a balloon. Here, have a balloon, strings attached. Although at my age, thinking back to things like this, these are all olden day things, so they are memories. 7 of Cups, pick your poison. Looks a little bit like Tinkerbell. The 8 of Cups. I don't really get this card, I'm not going to lie. I think I'd have got it more, you know, if there was like 8 cups down here that were the small pumpkins, and then they were like, well, why can't I have that one? I don't know. Something don't make sense for this card for me. 9 of Cups. Like you've got all the rainbows coming out of the cups there. Oh, there's a mermaid content in her emotions. And then we've got the 10 of Cups. Wizard of Oz. But also I like that you've got the flying monkeys in this picture as well, because you've got like the 10 of Cups, but then just because something is great, or maybe because we've worked at something and made something fantastic, it doesn't mean it doesn't come without its challenges. You've got a cup tipped over, you've got the flying monkeys up here, which are a havoc causer, you know, you've got things that come along. But if you get yourself to a place where you've worked through all the nonsense and you get yourself solid, then these things won't come along and destroy what you've made. Page of Cups. Got the fish making a dive for it there. Oh, she's meant to be a jellyfish. I was trying to figure out what she was there. Jellyfish. Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. I like that she's got the lid off the cup in this one. She's actively holding it like I've got, you know, I've got my cup open. I like that. Although, what is she offering you? And the King of Cups, the swamp monster. I don't know what that is. I'm sure that is a well-known character of sorts or from somewhere.
Something went wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
Oh, bloody hell, Google, stop it. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. All working together to make the Scarecrow. Four of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. Gives me Amityville horror vibes. I don't know why. I'm sure it's there. Well, obviously, it's not meant to be, but it just, when I first looked through it, I just thought, oh God, Amityville. It's obviously not, but just what came in my mind. I think this deck would be good in ways of like things that it triggers in your mind as well, and stuff that it makes you think of. So you're not just going to be going with the bland old, like, kind of same old meanings for the standard tarot. You're just going to be picking random things out of thin air. So I think it's going to be good for that. I actually really like this deck. I actually really like it. I bought 2 Barbara Moore decks recently. One's an old one, which is the Tarot of Wonderland, and I absolutely adore it. And this one I adore. I've got a few other of her decks. I have got a few other of her decks. I can't think what right now. Oh no, yeah. Yeah, I do know what it is. I think it's the Wizard's Tarot. Is that Barbara Moore? I wasn't impressed with that one. And I've got another one, but I can't think what it is. I'm looking around trying to see, but they're not all out at the minute. Six of Pentacles. Deciding what you're going to give to who. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. I think that's dead cute, that one, actually. The Nine of Pentacles. That's what's on the inside of the box, that image. Oi, oi. And the Ten of Pentacles. I can't remember what these got. Were these called the Monsters? Was it the Monsters? It was the Monsters, wasn't it? Bonbon, don't do it. Don't. You got the Page of Pentacles. Selling his sherbet brains. I've got the Knight of Pentacles. 1 minute, sorry, my dogs were about to boot off. See, Page of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. It's really good, this deck. It's fantastic. It's funny. It's a fun deck. The King of Pentacles. Little Red Riding Hood. Nods to Little Red Riding Hood, the wolf. And we have the Ace of Swords. Let me move these ones out of the way. I have shuffled these and I did bash this one. Ace of Swords. You've got all your bats flying around. And the bats communicate, don't they? And like kind of put things out there. So, that idea. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Pumpkin's been destroyed. Four of Swords. Taking the rest. Five of Swords. Winning. Besides that knife. Winning, but at what cost? Who's going to be left crying? Six of Swords. Being encouraged to move forward by death. Seven of Swords. See, this makes you think as well on like kind of what the traditional, what you might think for the traditional Seven of Swords is like kind of sneaky behaviour or something like that. But it's not always about sneaky behaviour, is it? We don't really know what's going on in the card. Are they taking them? Are they stealing them? Are they taking them because they've been used against them? Are they taking their own things and going? You know, we don't ever know what's going on in this. So I think this gets you thinking out of the box as well, because it's like a jester. And they're obviously, you know, you've got the home down there. You've got the raccoon down here, which is a bit of mischief. But we don't know what's happening in the card, so it makes you question what is happening in the card instead of just going, oh, someone's stealing something or someone's being tricky or, you know. So I like that. The Eight of Swords. The Nine of Swords. She got on the bottom of her shoe. Don't know, she's got something on the bottom of her shoe there. The Ten of Swords. With a voodoo doll. We've got the Page of Swords with his his very oversized sword, so it makes you think, are they taking on more than they can chew? Are they about to kind of go a bit too far with something? Are they about to get themselves into a bit of trouble? Knight of Swords. Very ninja type energy. It gives you the idea of swift movement, and that is something that's not always seen or expected, so it's quick movement. The Queen of Swords. She's got her icicles around, hanging down. And then the King of Swords. I do love this deck. I think it's fantastic. It shuffles well as well. Let's try and give it a bit of a mix up though. Oops. Right. We'll have a look at, pull a card and have a look at the guidebook and see what it says. Let's zoom out a little bit. So I've got the High Priestess. Oops. Right. So as I say, you get the full colour image, so you can actually get a detailed look at the cards. Actually, it's really good for that. You can see the different things. You can see more clearly the crescent moon and stuff like that. So you can actually see details on stuff. I like the fact that she's got red glasses on. I like the fact that she's got red nail polish on. Red is a sign of authority, control, and being in charge as well. So let's have a look. So number 2, the High Priestess. Don't know if we need that up there. We've got the page there, haven't we? Everyone knows that around Halloween, the veil is the veil between worlds is the thinnest. This means that it's an ideal time to ask for messages from the spirit world. Our fortune teller is ready with the tools of her trade to help all seekers find answers to their most pressing questions. She can't guarantee happy answers. So be careful what you ask for. Whatever you do, don't eat any pomegranate seeds, or you might end up on the wrong side of the veil. And it's funny, and pomegranates become quite prevalent round about Halloween, don't they? So you might end up with more Sidereal. Like the dark and light curtains in this image, the High Priestess suggests contradictory experiences, either insight or mystery. When this card comes up, you are being told one of two things. Either you already know the answer to your question deep down, or you are not meant to know. If you already know, she isn't going to make it easy for you. You will have to acknowledge your own truth. If you don't know, then the situation is an opportunity to learn. The lesson is one that cannot be explained with words. You must go through it doing the best you can, using what you already know, and discover the wisdom for yourself. So the keywords in the upright is secrets, mystery, silence, wisdom, intuition, insight, and subconscious. Reversed is shallow knowledge, hidden agendas, deception, and confusion. And that's all it is. And then, so that is that. So this has been, can't zoom out anymore.